Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to All Things Division 3 Soccer with Simple Coach and Jackie. I am Simple Coach. Wherefore art thou? And that there is Jackie. All fed, all treated up, and all tired. So, hey, thanks for tuning in to this episode of Games of the Weekend. Wanted to get this out before the Friday games because I think there's some really interesting matchups that are worthwhile checking out, or at least from my perspective. So a lot of games to watch this weekend. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but yeah, we'll figure out a way. So as always, let me start with the ladies. Try to make this a quick one. So today, Friday, there's really only two matches that that really sort of interest me. So RPI faces or travels to William Smith. RPI is 7-1-3, and William Smith is 6-0-3, and play some delightful soccer. So the other one, which I thought, oh, this looks interesting too, is Skidmore at 5-3-3 travels to Rochester Technology at 5-4-2, and I think that could be quite the interesting matchup. Saturday got a whole bunch, some that are more interesting than others. Bowdoin at Hamilton, 6-3-2. Bowdoin travels to Hamilton, 6-2-3. Middlebury, 5-2-4, travels to Trinity at 5-3-3. NESCAC matchups there. Dickinson, 7-5-1, travels to Swarthmore, 9-0-2. That could be an Dickinson can shock. So that might be a trap game for Swarthmore, but Colby at 4-5-2 faces Connecticut College at 5-5. More Saturday games. Skidmore at Ithaca. Skidmore 5-3-3, 7-2-2 Ithaca. That could be a good matchup. Another good matchup just because of the rivalry. They don't like each other. Ohio Northern 4-7-1 against John Carroll 8-1-3. You also have Lynchburg 7-3-2, traveling to a pretty hot Guilford that's 10-1-2. So here's one of those where I'm like, oh, I want to see. Come on, I'm cheering for Caltech, who is 0-10-1, travels to Whittier, who's 2-4-3, seeing if they can't get a victory. Also, another one of those that's interesting just from that perspective, Eastern Nazarene, 1-8-3, travels to 0-10-2 SUNY Canton. I'm rooting for both, but not a tie. I don't know. Come on, ladies, keep competing, right? So, and then, yeah. So, but the games I'm really checked out for Saturday, here's a long list of them. I mean, these are UAA games at their best, Centennial Conference games at their best, NJAC Conference games at their best, Liberty League Conference games at their best. I mean, just say that. So starting Wash U 11-0, have them ranked number one in the country on the Simple Coach Top 25. Travels to a really hot NYU at 10-1. WashU was unscored on, so that could be quite the duel. Carnegie Mellon 11-0-1, who is second in the country in the Simple Coach Top 25, travels to Emory at 5-3-2. Case 10-0-1, travels to University of Paywall, who still has me banned on Twitter or blocked on Twitter at 9-0-3. In the Centennial Conference, talk about a humdinger right here. I wish I would be at this one. Johns Hopkins, 10-1-2, travels to Franklin and Marshall at 8-1-3. And then in the NJAC, I mean, this is going to be, knives clubs, brass knuckles. College of New Jersey 10-1-1, Montclair State 9-1-2. Enough said on that one. Chicago at Brandeis. Chicago 8-2-3, Brandeis 6-3-3. So I don't know how they managed to hold up in the travel. I have no idea. Vassar 7-2-2 travels to Clarkson at 6-3-2. That could be a tough game for Vassar going into Clarkson. So here's the SUNYAC Cortland State 7-2-4 travels to Brockport 11-2-2, and I think last year Brockport tripped up Cortland State, so that'll be an interesting one. Another one, RPI 7-1-3 travels to Rochester Institute of Technology 5-4-2. So RPI is playing Friday, Saturday, and so is RIT. So that's interesting. Another one to watch: Virginia Wesleyan 8-3-1 at Randolph College 7-4-1. I think Virginia Wesleyan will do what it needs to do. I'm not sure Randolph College is up to the challenge, but who knows? Here's one. Can't not go without an ESCAC out in there as a must watch. Williams 7-2-2 is at Tufts 6-2-3. And then I'm flying out to California to watch the Banana Slugs of UC Santa Cruz at 7-2-2 take on Cal Lutheran at 10-0-3. I'll run through those games at the end, but because I'm trying to make this quick. And then let's shift over to the men. So on Friday, some couple interesting matchups. Southwestern University, the Pirates 7-1-3 traveled to a very hot and impressive Colorado College at 7-2-1. I hate to say it's like must wins, but this is like a must win for both. I think Colorado College to really cement itself in the Simple Coach Top 25s, because we know that that's the most important poll of them all, the poll of polls, the Ring of Power. And then Clarkson 6-4 travels to Bard at 5-3-2. But games on tonight that I really want to check out: Ithaca 5-3-2 travels to Union 6-4-2. And then this is a really interesting matchup: St. Lawrence. Coach Toshak takes on Coach Hood at Vassar 5-3-4. So that'll be an interesting. That's a Liberty League must watch. Saturday, tons of games. Just going to rattle through these. NJAC 11-1-1 Montclair State travels to College of New Jersey 3-9-2. That's always up in the air. Just the nature of that rivalry. Washington College 8-0-5 travels to 4-5-3 Gettysburg. Gettysburg is like the team that you never know which Gettysburg shows up. Chicago travels at 6-2-3 travels to Brandeis 3-5-4. One that's nobody's going to really watch, pay-per-view conference, landmark conference. Lycoming 8-3-3, having success in the conference so far, versus Catholic 7-5-1. Western Connecticut 11-2-2 versus UMass Boston 9-3-2. Out west, Pacific Lutheran 7-1-4 faces Whitworth 8-3-2. And then another game. 11-1-1. Mount Union Purple Raiders, baby. Travels to Capital, 7-4-1. So, yeah, that'll be interesting. Rutgers. Here's the Battle of Rutgers. Rutgers Camden, 8-4-3 travels to 4-7-3. Rutgers Newark. 3-3-4 RIT travels down to RPI 4-5-2. They're probably gonna like design a bridge or something like that. Shenandoah 5-3-4 travels to Roanoke 5-7-1. Keene, very hot 9-0-4. Keene ranked in some of the lesser polls, but on the radar for the Poll of Polls, Ring of Power, the Simple Coach Top 25. Keene at, where'd you go? Keene at 9-0-4 travels to William Patterson at 5-9. I'm watching this for Keene. Yeah. We have two players up top that are just outstanding ball players. Dante East and I can't remember because I know Dante. And then the other forward who's scoring all the goals. The kid is a remarkable ball player. And then Wilmington 2-8-2 travels to Marietta, plays on the blue turf, 3-9-1. But the games, I mean, this is definitely a games plural of the week. You got these are games to like Mary Washington at 10-1-1, number 2 in the Simple Coach Top 25. Travels to Christopher Newport at 9-1-1. Like that's not a game. I don't know what will be. Bowdoin 7-1-3 travels to 6-4-2 Hamilton. Here's a game. Again, I think it was Brockport that tripped up Cortland last year, but 7-2-4 Brockport travels to 11-2-1 Cortland State. This one, I mean, drop your linen and stop your grinning, right? Like Johns Hopkins 8-2-3 travels to Franklin and Marshall 9-1-2. And Franklin and Marshall, I think, is playing well within the bounds of what I think they play. John Carroll 10-2-1 travels to Ohio Northern in this OAC clash 7-4-2. St. Olaf 9-3-1 travels to a very good Augsburg team at 7-2-4. Case Western 7-2-1 travels to University of Paywall Rochester at 6-1-4. The men don't have me blocked on Twitter. Virginia Wesleyan 10-2-1 travels to a very hot 10-1-2 Lynchburg. Which I don't know if it's true, but that turf looks kind of funky at Lynchburg. I don't know if it's got a crown or it looks funky on the video, but maybe somebody could explain it to me who's been there. Rob one take Harrington, his men, Milwaukee School of Engineering, MSOE, 12-1-1 travels to Aurora at 10-3-2. Another UAA, Carnegie Mellon 7-2-3 travels to a very hot 8-1-3 Emory. So that'll be a battle. Another really good matchup to watch is 6-4-1 MIT at 7-4-2 Emerson. Kind of like the way Emerson plays. And MIT this would be a real big, important win for MIT, I think, just psychologically and sort of where they're at in their season. So, okay, Sunday. Williams at Tufts. Williams 6-2-2 at Tufts, who's 7-1-3. I think Tufts is going to take it to them. I just have the feeling. I don't know. St. John's in Minnesota, 5-3-4, plays Wartburg, 6-1-6. Williams of the 2023 season. Out in California, Whittier 3-7-1 is at Caltech 5-4-3. I'm looking for Caltech to have its 6th win, so that would be interesting. But the games I'll be watching, Middlebury 8-0-3 is at an outstanding Connecticut College, who is also 8-0-3. Just because it could be, this will be really interesting. I'd actually love to be there, but I think I'm reffing a bunch of games. Amherst at 8-2-2, goes down the road, down the pike to Montclair State, facing Amir Lukovic, who is at 11-1-1, and really, it's been remarkably consistent. Like, I'm not expecting that. So, is this the year? I don't know. Is this the year for Montclair State? Could be. And then the other one, and caveat, 12-1 Texas Lutheran travels to Colorado College, 7-2-1. I'll reserve my comments about Texas Lutheran. But I am very interested in seeing the 7-2-1 Colorado College. So, all right. So, just to recap, games for ladies: RPI at Williams Smith on Friday, Skidmore at RIT on Friday. On Saturday, Wash U at NYU, Carnegie Mellon at Emory, Case at University of Paywall, Johns Hopkins at Franklin and Marshall, College of New Jersey at Montclair State, Chicago at Brandeis, Vassar at Clarkson, Cortland State at Brockport State, RPI at RIT, and Virginia Wesleyan at Randolph. And then on Sunday, Williams at Tufts and the Banana Slugs of UC Santa Cruz at Cal Lutheran. So that was the ladies. The men: Ithaca at Union, St. Lawrence at Vassar tonight. Those two are for tonight. For tomorrow, Mary Washington at Christopher Newport, Bowdoin at Hamilton, Brockport at Cortland, Johns Hopkins at Franklin and Marshall, John Carroll at Ohio Northern, St. Olaf at Augsburg, Case at University of Paywall, Virginia Wesleyan at Lynchburg, Milwaukee School of Engineering at Aurora, Carnegie Mellon at Emory, and MIT at Emerson. On Sunday, 3 games to watch: Middlebury at Connecticut College, Amherst at Montclair State, and Texas Lutheran at Colorado College. So those are my games for the weekend for 10-13, 10-14, 10-15. Hope you have an enjoyable soccer-filled weekend. Hope you enjoyed this. We'll be back in tune. I got to get in touch with Paul Newman about a new episode for the new show, and have some other things in the pike. So, all right, enjoy.